So in exchange, like I said earlier, Hugh's going to give me something, I got to give Hugh something back. That's an exchange, all right? When you sell a property and buy a property and you utilize an exchange company, the exchange is between you and the exchange company. It's not between you and the buyer or the seller. So the transaction works, you list the property, you sell the property. The state's forms include a cooperation provision in them. It says that you've got the right or the option to do an exchange. I will say this, that doesn't put anyone on notice. I mean, it's there, which is great because you don't have to think about it. And if you didn't think about it, at the last second you can still do it. But what happens if escrow doesn't know? We've got a reverse exchange transaction that, you know, the escrow officer tried to get it closed. He had the seller sign, had the buyer sign, I'm sorry. No, it's a reverse exchange. Had the seller sign 2 days ago, and he didn't know it was an exchange. So we get the call yesterday, the day before, to get the thing together, but we need lots with a reverse exchange, real complicated. We've got to do a lot of different things, including putting a limited liability company together. So settlement statements were drawn. The seller signed them. The buyer had not, because the buyer's our client. The broker didn't get them involved with us early enough. And, you know, so we have to go back and get the paperwork from escrow. Escrow's got to redraw all the documents, all the settlement statements. Now the seller's going to have to come back in and sign again. They're probably not real happy about it. But, you know, yesterday we were clamoring to get names for the limited liability company from our client. So, you know, when we're doing these things, it takes some time. So when you want to think about the exchange, when you list or when you start looking to buy, not at escrow. For a variety of reasons. We'll talk about notes in exchange, another thing that complicates stuff. But in that transaction, if we'd known even a week ahead of time, it would have been better. The purchase sale agreement, if it had stated in there as an additional addendum or as an additional term or condition of sale someplace else that this is a reverse exchange, then escrow would have known. They would have reached out to us because they would have known. But as it was, nobody knew. So, Oregon State Form says the buyer seller has the right or the option to do an exchange. My advice is put something else in there just to make sure everybody knows. If you're not sure, it's great. The other reason to put something in there is if it's on the buy side, the purchase sale agreement in and of itself constitutes a suitable identification. Okay? If it includes a 1031 cooperation provision. If it does not, then it does not. So an exchange, somebody gives us something, we give them something back. A reverse exchange means we're going to buy something first, sell later. An improvement exchange means we're going to go out and build something, either from the ground up or just improve something that somebody maybe they already own, or maybe it's something else.